So today we are looking at some definitions in biology. Anatomy, it's the study of the external and internal structure of the body. Physiology is the study of the functioning of the body. Hygiene, it's the science of health and well-being. The cell, it's the smallest structural and functional unit of living beings. Tissue, a group of cells having same structure and function. Cell wall, it's the outermost covering of all plant cells and it contains cellulose. Remember, only plant cells have cell wall, animal cells do not. The cell membrane, it is the outermost covering of all animal cells. It is inner to the cell wall in plant cells. It contains phospholipids. Nucleus, it's located inside the cell in eukaryotic organisms, contains chromosomes. Endoplasmic reticulum. This is a membranous network inside the cell enclosing a fluid-filled membrane. It is of two types. Rough endoplasmic reticulum. This has ribosomes attached on its surface for protein synthesis. A smooth endoplasmic reticulum does not have ribosomes, but it helps in secreting lipids. Cytoplasm. This occurs between plasma membrane and nucleus. It is made up of aqueous substance and insoluble wastes, etc. Ribosomes, these are dense spherical particles which occur freely in the cytoplasm or attached to endoplasmic reticulum. They help in protein synthesis. Golgi apparatus, it is a set of membrane-bound fluid-filled vesicles or sacs which help in secretion and packaging of cellular materials. Centrioles. These are two self-replicating small cylindrical collections of microtubules in the cytoplasm near the nucleus of animal cells. They lie at right angles to one another and they help in organization of spindle fibers for cell division. Generally, centrioles are not present in plant cells. Centromere. This is a point of attachment of sister chromatids and the point where spindle fibers attach during cell division. Chromosomes. These are thread-like chromatin visible during cell division. They contain the hereditary material DNA or genes. Cytology. This is the study of cells and their parts. Cytokinesis. This is the division of cytoplasm during cell division. Eukaryotes. These are organisms with a well-defined nucleus enclosed by a nuclear membrane and having other membrane-bound organelles. Cilia. Hair-like processes that beat rhythmically on the cell surface, helping in movement. So generally you find cells, the respiratory cells have cilia. Flagella. These are microscopic whip-like projections on cell surface which are extensions of the protoplasm. They are generally fewer in number than cilia. Chloroplast, a kind of plastid that are found in plant cells. They contain pigments like chlorophyll which help capture light for photosynthesis. Leucoplast, they are a colorless plastid which stores food in the form of starch, lipids, and proteins. There are more numbers of leucoplasts seen in storage roots, stems, etc. Chromoplast, plastid containing colored pigments like xanthophyll and carotene. They found mainly in the colored portions of plants like flowers and leaves and are more in number during the autumn season. Lysosome, a membrane-bound organelle found in cytoplasm containing hydrolytic enzymes to digest material. It's also called the cellular housekeeper, suicide bags, and scavengers of the cell. So basically, they keep the cell clean, free from any dead material and other debris. Nucleolus, a discrete, dense structure found in the nucleus that is involved in ribosome formation. Protoplasm, the living material of the cell, includes nucleus and cytoplasm. Prokaryote, organisms lacking a well-defined membrane-bound nucleus and other organelles in their cells, example, bacteria. Ribosome, this is a grainy structure in the cytoplasm having RNA and proteins, and it is the site of protein synthesis. Stroma, this is the granular matrix of the chloroplast. Grana, stacks of membrane bound flattened sacs which contain the chlorophyll pigment. Vacuole, fluid filled membrane bound spaces, smaller and fewer in number in animal cells and large and more in number in plant cells. They help in osmoregulation and they store metabolic products in a cell. Exocytosis is a kind of transportation seen in cells where secretory vesicles fuse with the plasma membrane and contents are expelled outside the cell. They help in removal of substances from the cell. Endocytosis, this is intake of fluids and solid materials into the cell by formation of vesicles by folding in of plasma membrane to bring in material into the cell. There are two kinds of endocytosis. Phagocytosis, where there's intake of solid particles, and pinocytosis with intake of fluids. Dictyosomes, plant cells having stacks of flat membranous sacs and vesicles which help in secretion and packaging of cellular content. It's equivalent to Golgi bodies in animal cells.